Gemini, what is up? Welcome to my channel. I am Mali Raven, as in Raven from Norway. I just can't sleep. It is in the middle of the Spanish hour, and no matter what I do, I cannot sleep. I'm trying to figure out how to get here and how to do this and how to do that as I'm leaving soon. So I thought, let's just do a read. So I want to check upon your person right now. I'm going to do a your person kind of chronology. To see if this is a person that you might be interested in or have any interest. Later on, for those who get the highest rates, I will do bonus reads where we will check upon your connections and also career, etc. So this is the Lenormand cards. They are a little bit different than tarot cards, but I very often sometimes use the tarot cards in order to make certain questions more specific. So show me the person Gemini have in mind. By Spirit, show me the person Gemini have in mind. Note that this is a collective read and energies might go by. Vice versa, we have house here. So take it as it resonates and let's the show go on. Okay. So house again, clearly something very important. So house, and it can have so many meanings to it. It can be, I am yearning for my house. I want to go home. I want to build a house. I want to buy a property. I feel safe in my house. And in this case, I want to build an original house that looks a little bit strange. What do you know? Now, some of you might have some issues with gambling. I'll see if I can, yeah, the table behind me is filled. So I am joining. I tried 10 times before joining the ranks of the minimalisms. Didn't work out. It's never late to retry. I just want you to see all the beautiful cards. There we are. So what you see here is that someone might have a gambling issue. I experienced someone who gambled away my house. So for me, this story is very fitting. What kind of gambling issue? If alcohol is involved, if drug is involved, that's impossible for me to say. We do see here that we have, it's something you don't see really coming necessarily. It's something that is under your control, as we would say, that someone might bring you a bouquet, some flowers. It could be a celebration, something that you achieved at your office. The bouquet of flowers is not always a good thing, because when we receive the flowers, it's often so that, well, it's because we've been through an accident. I don't want to say the word, but tulips, they have their original meaning of their own, which you can check up. But let's move on and see what is in the crosshair. So there was this energy here of something critical, something harsh, could be words, something who are way too strict on how they perceive things. When I see this card, I see my grandfather punishing one of her daughters until her entire back was filled with blood. And he did it with pleasure. He enjoyed inflicting this violence upon her child. And in the back of his head, back in the days, in the 70s, it was seen as not too unusual to punish your children physical this way. But there are also people who punish themselves all the time with that inner voice, or the way we are living. Sometimes we are eating too much, we're taking too much drugs, watching too much TV, and it's done with a subtle action of aggression without really knowing why. Now I am going to, there is something here in the future which is completely finished regarding the criticism, regarding the house. We are going to put a face upon your person. A face upon your person. Gemini, it could be a man, it could be a woman, whatever pops up. Let the cards decide if it is a man or if it is a woman. If it is a female, just think of it, okay, it's a man, if that's what you're into, but they might have some feminine traits perhaps. Because I don't know so many things about your person. It could also be that there is something, this person could have Cancerian energies. So I'll add another layer to them without putting human qualities to them. If the universe wants them to have human qualities, we can swap them out and put them in there. But like I said, we don't know if it is a female or male situation here or same sex. So this is the house of the ways. This is about you needing to make a choice regarding where you want to go. So the underlying here is the house again, which I feel is at stake in this situation. There were burdens here that are connected to being harsh to yourself and how you've been handling certain situations. There could be a depression here due to the gambling problems or due to taking too many chances. The dices might also be player energies. Here we have someone's person. If you're a woman, this could be your person. And as you can see, he is worrying a lot about the gambling issue, and it's put a darkness to his way of life. I also see that the gambling, they could have a lot to do with the devil. That there are obsessive energies, that, you know, you are in a casino, you drink too much, too many women, too much coke, too much this, too much that. The whiskey bottle is going in all directions. I see that this is a lot connected to the dices, and I see the devil holding them. So you have some clutter that needs to be taken care of regarding your house. Mice, dirty, filthy little creature, cute as fuck. I love them. I have them as pet. But when they're running around a while in your house, I don't see why people think it is okay to smash them into pieces, because they are living beings. And if you ever had a rat or a mouse as a pet, They are incredibly intelligent and wonderful creatures. I always have to promote the beauty of animals when I do that. And so, yes, the story goes so again, for those of you who not heard it yet, just 3 weeks ago, I went into a fight with two Indian hooligan idiots who tried to smash the mouse when I offered myself to get rid of the mouse from their space. But no, they insisted on smashing it, slashing it like a fucking slasher movie. But in Lenormand, they are considered as that pop up in places where you want to stack your food, and they leave small gifts behind which are pretty filthy. They have some amazing things to them, like personalities to them. And yet again, you wake up the next morning and the cheese is gone, and the apple is gone, and the bread is gone, and you don't want to eat that food where, you know, there's been mice crawling all over. In my situation, I only have cockroaches, which is gross, but I don't know what the filth scale is, but at some point it's not my house, it's not really my problem. It used to be a lot worse last summer, but let's see. It is a situation that you need to take care of. It's something about cleaning up in a situation. So the moon here is all about perhaps withdrawing energies here. So what we do see here is someone who, they might be homesick, they might have gambled away their house, they they still have this energy of I want to get to go home. I also see they are waiting for someone or something. Let's see here. So this is the general character trait of your person, Gemini. I cannot guarantee that they necessarily are obsessed with you or in love with you. We will have to dig deeper to do that. I'm just awake because I can't sleep. So let's see. So, what do you know on top of your person? On top of your person. Here we have the divine counterpart. The divine counterpart waiting. It seems like they are waiting for something to get in order psychologically, mentally, and yeah, regarding their gambling problem. And well, she is also waiting. I'm not sure how well we can see. So she is also waiting. I'm not supposed to put cards on this direction, but I do it Raven style and it tend to work. Situation here seems to be finished. It could be the gambling problem. 1, 2, 1. And it's still, you know, when we are fresh finishing, when we are fresh fish finishing something off, it's not too unusual that we are still like, I'd like to and wish to and yada yada yada. Have a last gamble. We always want to have the last gamble. Most people with addiction, they always want to have a last gamble. There are very, very few who, and I'm not even sure if they're, I know we've been catching a few people in line saying that, no, I'm all done now, it's all okay. And turns out thing, but okay, and we catch them before it's late. But in this situation here, you see that this person it's the situation regarding the gambling. The dark cloud seems to come to an end here. So there is something about the moon here, something a little bit allure that can be traits this person have. This person might be someone who are very generous. They give you the gifts. And something I see, something that's a little bit dark and mysterious to your person. But they also punish themselves a lot, and this can have something to do with childhood. I don't know why there are mice in their house. I don't know if this is a new house they're going to get, but this is about the ways. You have to choose one path. But show me the mice. So the mice in their life, the mice could be allegorical. They don't have to be, like in my situation, actual cockroaching, crawling on places that sometimes testing your patient. In this case, it's a mountain to climb. You see here in this level here of direction that, okay, this is someone who they are self-criticizing them a lot, and people who are criticizing themselves a lot. By the way, in the bottom of the deck here we have the Queen of Cups, so we could be dealing with Scorpio energy, and we have the Queen of Coins, which we could be dealing with Capricorn energy. I'm going to go directly to the star sign when I can. It could be quiet between the two of you. You're not necessarily saying a lot. I get this feeling that this individual of yours is very shy. Now remember, we can also be talking about the female. Okay. So the bouquet, clarify the bouquet. So what is all the flowers about? We have dices, we have a path that needs to be taken, we have the house, and we have a bouquet. Because when you are in this position where the ways are left or the right, you haven't really chosen the path. So show me the flowers, please. Show me the flowers. Only 36 cards. Actually, these are a few more, 5, 6 more, which I love. And 2, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So there are more and more energies here popping up that I am not huge fan of. It seems to me that this individual is not something who are necessarily ready to settle down. They want to. They're not necessarily bad people, but I see them. They could be someone who are unclean. They have psychological issues. They have mountains to climb. They have big issues in their life which are difficult for them to overcome. They might try to pull you in by giving you the flowers here, but it is from a deceptive kind of background. We also have the moon here, which is all about secrecy. It's all about motherhood. It's all about glowing in the dark. It's all about being alert, being silenced. So I see someone choosing. I see also death here. Not just because of Anubi, but I see someone choosing the way. Reminds me of the Jacob's ladder. And choosing a way which leads to death, and then somehow they are entering to the realm where the moon shines in a manner that I remember I was picturing the moon just like that as a child. Clarify the moon. Clarify the moon. So the moon clarified by the stars. There is a healing kind of sensation here. But you might have to wait before the star is being cleared. I don't know why they punish themselves so much, or what is this extreme critical thinking, where this is coming from. They have this idea that I want to settle. I want to settle. It will take a long time, but even if it's going to take my entire life, I want to settle. I want to build a house. I'm going to find it if I go to left or the right. And I'm getting the word, the sentence, I'm willing to gamble upon it. So the lilies here shows that, okay, my mind might be dark right now, but I'm stretching for the lilies. I'm stretching for the grace. Show me why the fox is there. I don't like that the fox is popping up like that with flowers. It could be an innocent attempt because they are a little bit clumsy, so they don't know how to perceive themselves. As you see, they pop up here. Again, same man, same number. And they have the fox hair simply because they don't have the confidence to, you know, you look beautiful today. They might love bomb you because they are nervous. I get someone who are not very, very self-confident. Okay, so let's have a look at, I already get that it could be a Scorpio, it could be a Cancerian, it could be Capricorn. Now let's have a look in the middle here. So in the middle here, they pop up as with Sagittarius energy. They are still very restless. They want things to happen very fast. They could be a lot in and out. They want to offer you new love, and you're showing up also as a great mother. Now I'm talking from the male side, so just reverse it as you wish. You could be the Scorpio, you could be the Sagittarius, some of you could be the Capricorn or the Cancerian. But one thing is sure is that it seems to me like there could be some kind of reunion here. And so everything seems to go well in the beginning or the start phase, but you might have to dig deeper into the situation. Right now, it doesn't say that you need to look too deep. The cards are very obvious. They don't show you anything, not even the well, that says that you should look a lot deeper. Now, what is popping up here is a new opportunity regarding, it could be something that has to do with transformation. Someone could come in with this love proposition out of the blue. It could be also an apology if you guys have been arguing. I also see someone here who struggle because they don't see things very clear and that they have trouble sleeping in the night. Just like me, I cannot sleep, so I do tarot card. and that they might withdraw themselves into the hermit mode simply because of this. I want you to know that in the behind of the cards also someone are keeping an eye on you. So they're making sure, they are checking up on your social media to make sure that, oh, I know what Gemini is doing today. I know what they're doing. And I don't know what they're thinking. So remember, you might have a strong Gemini position. I have Gemini ascendant and Mars. So, but I can't say I resonate with it. I usually stick with a Scorpio read. But Gemini, this is your person. If you like me to do it this way, we can expand also. Please like, share and subscribe. You are also welcome to give losing my tongue again, cat got my tongue again, to commentary below. And don't try, there are a couple of you that are trying ridiculous, stupid, childish sarcasm, who on top of it all have the nerve to call me childish when they themselves act like children by trying to bully me or make me look bad while writing the comments. So they do it in a way so YouTube allows them to write what they do write. But luckily, it's not my brain that operates on such... yeah, let's put it like that. If you want to waste your time in trying to insult me on my commentary field, be my guest. Nothing will change. I am still here. And for those of you who are supporting my side, thank you so much. You mean a lot to me. I do really need to do this. I'm obsessed. And so for me to continue doing is even expand the readings, and in the future tense, hoping to have my own office is a beautiful dream that I have. I just proved to myself earlier today that my powers to manifest are extreme when there are emotions involved. I learned that you can manifest a lot of things, but the more extreme your emotions are involved during your manifestation, extreme emotions where you summon your guides and the gods and everyone that knows exactly who you are, because you're not more than just a human. You are something a lot more. And they listen to that. They listen to your screams. They listen to your shouts. Sometimes the universe have no choice but to listen. Now, if you want to be rich and famous, become some Hollywood bling blang blong kind of person, you have absolutely everything you need to manifest it. But the question is, what is it that you really want? In the end, you want peace, you want love, you want compassion, you want to thrive in the area you are in. You want to make artwork, and you want to be seen, and you want to be loved. This has nothing to do with money and diamonds. Thank you so much, Gemini, and catch you on the flip side.